Why are you looking at me like that?
Weren't you going to continue the story?
Reminder, I'm an old man who was tortured to the brink of death moments ago. Do you really think I'm in any shape to walk and talk at the same time? Really, Darian? Shouldn't I be the one going senile?
You're walking and
You
talking
look
now.
better already.
Oh, thanks. I work out a lot. Anyway, this mountain won't climb itself.
Walking and talking right now. Another forced fight. Yeah. I don't like these forced fights.
Not in a good way.
Ice.
Pain.
Choke on this.
Wow, Valen actually does more damage than Darian.
Choke on this.
How much attack does she have? 321, that's why. Silver wing stuff. Alright, I think I can start upgrading Celine then.
It's a good thing I found Celine at the time, else her incredible potential would have been utterly wasted. The brutal interrogation methods used by my ex-colleagues left her in bad shape. She was bitter and doubting herself.
Oh, now. You say that because I took it all out on you on our first meeting.
That was such a long time ago, my dear. Today I can reveal that my humiliating defeat was a simple trust-building exercise.
Right.
As I was saying, Celine was beginning to think she was actually crazy.
Which she's not, obviously.
Luckily, she happened to meet the only man in the Sanctorium who actually knew that what she was going through was a natural phenomenon, which had already been documented several times in recent millennia.
Natural.
Documented? And by who?
The Venatis.
The same Venatis who built the cathedral we are seeking right now.
And the same Venatis whose automatons now roam free in the countryside.
I'm starting to see a trend there.
Oh, the Venatis were a fascinating cast of prehistoric Astrians. It was common knowledge at the time that through a rigorous and ascetic life, some people could hear the song of the gods, the sound of their voices. Through the gods' council, they learned to build extraordinary buildings, mastered the now forgotten art of crystal growth. They could shape crystals to their will.
Okay, now I'm thinking you might be crazy too, old man.
I'm still running some tests, but this would explain my molecular structure. If this body is of Venati origin, of course.
No offense, Thea, but I already chalked you up as crazy a long time ago.
If my single good eye wasn't supporting my entire structure right now, I would be rolling it at you.
So this crystal cathedral, was it built using the same technique? Crystal growth?
Yes, it's a place of great power. As I said, Celine lost her ability to hear the voices of the gods during her internment at the convent. Now, following the proper ritual in the Venati Cathedral, she should be able to hear them again and ask them for guidance.
Guidance about the cure, and guidance about Oberos. It was all written on the alabaster tablet, remember?
No.
The thing we had to dig up with the Nekaru before we met you?
Yes, it was a relic I stole from the Sanctorium the day they expelled me. They couldn't read it anyway. They considered Venatis to be nothing more than old-world pagans.
Didn't they say the tablet was just instructions on a building or something?
Just like Carnelian's, huh?
Soon you'll understand how that could be a problem for me, Isaurus.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot of information. I stopped following a long time ago.
I'll summarize it for you at the end.
No, it's not too complicated. It's just that I don't care.
It's a little bit complicated.
I hope this new layer of complexity won't deter you from doing your part in the bargain, Fallon.
Don't worry, Priestess. The moment you waggled that key in front of my nose, I knew you were bad news. But I find it hard to resist high-risk, high-reward activities.
You know what else is too high? These mountains, so let's get climbing.
More forced fights. Oh, these do count. Well, I guess I didn't need to kill those worms. Oh well. Oh, it's a thunderworm.
I'd
found
start
one.
running if I were you.
I apparently fought one before. Yeah, this is gonna hurt, so I'm just gonna move out of that. I need to interrupt that cast. It's gonna hurt.
I will commend your soul to the gods.
Take this!
Out of the way!
by the will of the gods.
Pain.
Okay. There's Rex. Another forced fight. Well, at least it's only worms. Never mind. Nah, couldn't get through them.
I survived the corrosion, so I might as
That's gonna hurt. Better just to move out of that square. They're all just gonna do stuff.
Darkness before dawn.
Everyone would have died if I sat in that spot.
Pain.
Could not interrupt him.
Choke on this!
Okay. There we go. Any more chests? There's gonna be at least 1 to 2 more fights. Drakefang. Sword. Drake scale. Another sword. Like, why are they giving you multiple weapon upgrades in a row? Oh my god. Well then. That's not supposed to be able to happen. But I guess it doesn't break anything, which is fine. Should probably interrupt some of these.
Choke on this!
Darkness before dawn.
Choke on this!
Yeah, I'll just kill them one by one.
Darkness before dawn.
These fights aren't even hard, they're just kind of there to be there. There's like no reason for them to be there, really. This isn't on the map.
The other day,
Oh.
Cora told me you were planning to overthrow the Sanctorium Elders. Is that true?
Nothing as dramatic as that. My aim is to reform the Sanctorium, not burn it down and rebuild it. Me and Alfarius have already garnered support from several people in the Sanctorium's ranks. Once we have the support of the people, the Elders won't be able to deny me a seat in the Council.
The support of the people? Wait, Is that why you're making those speeches sometimes? That's what Jagholm was supposed to be?
Yes. And now, Tyr Calum, too.
Aha! Nice.
The people need to know that someone is fighting for their salvation. That there is someone they can trust at the Sanctorium. A few villages saved, and the rumor will quickly spread.
Selene will find a cure to the corrosion and become a heroic figure to the people. A savior, a saint!
This is completely nuts.
Once her status is recognized by the relevant authorities, she will reach the highest rank in the Sanctorium. And we'll use it to set things right.
Why go to all this trouble to reform the Sanctorium? Why now? Can't it wait until the war is over?
It can't wait much longer.
Because magic is slowly disappearing. Okay, I should stop asking questions.
Then I'll take the bait myself. Why and how is magic disappearing?
Crystals are the homes of the gods. They sustain their existence. To support the war effort, the Sanctorium has been depleting the crystal mines for decades. But that is not all. The war against the Archelites itself has caused a major wound into Harian's magic. The consort's continuous invocations to repel the invaders are slowly draining all magic from the planet.
How can you possibly know that magic is vanishing? Did the gods tell you that too?
They didn't tell me. I can feel it. I suspect many other magic users can feel it too, but are too afraid to speak up.
And you just keep piling on information.
This is why I must talk to the gods, restore the connection I lost. It's been years since their last message, and now, Oberos claims to be the last of their servants? There are too many unknowns.
I'm not sure about any of this.
I'm not sure about any of this either. I have so many questions. If the Sanctorium is tainted, why can't the gods just smite the infidels or something?
They can't, and they won't. Gods are a benevolent force. They will always try to help us, no matter the cost. They wouldn't have sent me if there was any other way.
That's, rather convenient, huh?
Could a mother deny a crying baby her bosom? Impossible! It's the same relationship between the gods and the humans. The gods cannot deny us their magic.
You have quite a way with words, Alfarius.
Everyone just like turned or something there. How can magic vanish?
Magic, like everything else on this earth, is a finite resource. Keeping it alive is the gods' eternal struggle. It's not common knowledge, but there have been many, many demonstrations of this fact throughout history. Just like the ebb of the tide, the rhythm of the moons, the sun, it comes and goes. Gods sometimes enter stages of lethargy, and magic slumbers with them.
Theories and lines from old books, Alfarius.
Remember the Raslan Comet?
That old legend? It was more than a millennium ago. It's no more than a bedtime story for children. I mean, a gigantic comet stopped dead in its tracks by a divine, mysterious power before it could crash down on Harian? Who would actually believe that?
Oh, that's because you think you heard some voices 10 years ago.
Well, at least the story seems consistent. Even that Oberos fellow mentioned Selene's lost connection to the gods.
Okay, now Oberos is going to corroborate Selene's story. What am I supposed to make of that?
We could just accept it as fact.
Is that all of this is true? Is that it? Good grief.
I've heard enough.
How the hell am I supposed to deal with this? The whole time you were playing a high-stakes game right under my nose. And all along, I'm just the sucker who wants to save his mom and protect his sister.
It doesn't change anything, Darian. I need you at my side more than ever. And we are still doing this to save Mom. It just so happens that the fate of the world also hangs in the balance.
This is crazy.
Yes! This is crazy! It's got all the ingredients. A desperate bid to save the world and take over the Sanctorium too. It's completely megalomaniac, with just a zest of lost cause. Truly wonderful. And here I thought we were just looking for a boring old cure. Oh, now that's great. That's really great.
Do you realize how much this whole plan hangs on you, Isaurus?
I do. And I stand by what I've told you. We will find the silver-haired girl.
And you guys?
I still don't care, by the way. I'm already wanted by most of the authorities in Harrion. Even if this Vaughn or any other fanatic from the Sanctorium tries to stop you from attaining your goal, it simply means more fighting. And I'm down with that.
And I have no choice.
Okay, I'm glad we're finally done with the drama. Now, can we at least push on to the final stretch of our journey?
Thea, do you... what you said you do...
The sum up, you mean? Yes. I will be able to summarize in words that even a 5-year-old can understand.
Make it for a 5-year-old who thinks his sister's crazy.
I'm glad somebody's enjoying all this.
Yeah, it's been like a month since I started playing this game.